Unless the deck's really bad, like some of our decks from the last couple days. Tactical decision. 15-0 with Illusionist the other day. Yeah, that deck was sweet. That deck was definitely sweet. I'm a little worried about this hand on blue. I don't know. I'll go don't get TA to not get assassinations. Yeah. So I could go circle, but I think I want to keep playing around assassination, so I'm going to use one of my leaders. And then just drop him a Hakam Defender. We're not going to lose too much of this carryover, because I plan on playing the specials. Oh, it's Cloggers? Ugh. No! Okay. I guess we're range throwing our Phila. Well, I lose uneven. I'll trade this off. Yeah. I probably can't lose the rounds. Justice. Don't really want a Shaping Nature. The one Peepo redeem. It is queued. There shouldn't be more poisons, right?
Onward, onward, to be showered with imperial gold.
Gonna go for the circle. If I have to play the Torque, I'll play the Torque. Okay, well, at least we got a Skullgrim. He's probably the Renew variant. But he can still only do that one more time, so we at least get to round 3. He also didn't clog us, like, at all. Oh yes, Colgrim is why you run Squirrel in your Devotion deck. Very insightful. Ow. It's kind of whatever. I should have probably used the leader.
Strike first and strike hard.
I'm just gonna do this.
You are no lunatic of
Yeah.
Don't yet, will strain your throat. Help is not on the way.
So we're going an extra card down there, I guess, for the extra Colgrim turn. Does that get him an extra Colgrim turn? I'll assume that it does, and that there was a real reason for that.
Coexistence payoffs. Wanna fuck with my axe?
Yep. Ah, yeah.
Fortune.
So I'm always playing all my cards, right? So I'll play the thing that doesn't get tall removal first.
No door is closed. This is not what we agreed.
Not yet recovered.
Yeah, I play in the tournaments for Brawl that I qualify for. There's not really much of a tournament circuit, but they have like almost monthly things for the players that were Mythic on ladder. The only reason I didn't play in the October one was because the Open was the same. I don't know if there is anyone widely regarded as the best Brawl player. Game hasn't really been around long enough. What am I Donka?
Special prize, just for you.
Safe Coach playing Brawl? No. So Donka's deterministic. Oh, I have the Aglais in my hand. No, you're right. You're right. Right, no, I have Salve.
Not I.
That said, if I hit Valve, I don't mind.
The only good human is a dead human.
I just can't do it turn one. This leader is so bad. I don't know. Am I leadering round one again? Well, certainly not this turn. That's pretty disgusting that you can circle meditating mages now. That's like a matchup flipping interaction. Just discard the card. Discard the winch. Does that mean he's passing? Huh. I don't know the play. could discard the rebuke. That seems bad. We'll try to share it after the game.
Let the dance begin.
Do I mean by matchup flipping? Like, it takes a matchup that was bad for one player and makes it bad for the other player? Ah, fuck. I deserve that.
Show me the coin or sod off.
Well, I have 5 units in hand. I'm gonna be drawing more in round 3. I don't need to use my leader. I do need to be a little careful though. Yep.
Wager I can cast from with me foot.
I mean, I could just pass here. I don't know. He's got carryover. He still has second day. There's no meditating mages down. His alumni aren't live yet. Whatever. I like Sheldon a lot more than I like Aglais, and I'm playing Aglais too.
Folks say I'm princesses. If only they knew.
So still no alumni. Sheldon's a lot better than Aglais if you don't have last play. It's also a lot easier to draw later than Aglais, where if Aglais isn't in your opening hand, it's pretty terrible.
Your wish, my duty.
Yep, that is gonna walk.
Coexistence, my ass!
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Magic must remain worthy hands. Our hands. Natural, of course.
Is probably just getting zooped down. They're dealing 6.
It's not about why, it's about why not.
Yeah, I probably don't want to let that walk. Oh my god, yeah. He didn't use his thing.
Travel makes one modest. Lets one see the bigger
Okay, well. So I think what we've learned is Spellweaver is really good in the long round 3, and I probably should have been respecting that. eye on... No. We still don't have Aretusa. Hey, do few. Skytall player must humble himself. Remember that anything that has shield or power greater than 5 is basically immortal. No, that's what Skaggs is for. Oh, this is basically immortal though. Oh.
To die by your side, a pleasure, a privilege, an honor.
It's an emote. You can see it on the stream. Yeah, I believe that. Well, yeah, I believe that. I was gonna say that's how I got into Gwent, but the Gwent that I got into was a very different game. So I'm not sure how fair that is. Create and play a bronze special card, provision cost equal to this unit's power. It's probably just gets blacked. Nice. I mean, you can see the emotes on the stream if you look at the chat on the stream. When the chat message pops up, it loads all the FFZ and BTTV emotes. Point elf? 2. Either 1/1 split or 2 damage to one target.
Watch and learn.
Oh, you're talking about this elf. Yeah, she does 3. She does 3. I thought you meant the one that you get off of Bountiful Harvest.
We saw their cities, delicate as if woven from the morning mist.
I value adventures only independence can provide.
Yeah, I didn't realize this was 5 power in my hand.
You are no loser of mine.
I mean, so what? This is 4 every time. This is... Okay, this is effectively 8. This is 6, and then 50% of the time it's 8, 50% of the time it's 10. It's like the same EV. I guess we got a high roll because we're so far behind. Yeah. Okay.
You're dead already. You're dead!
Hey, chat. Yeah.
This is not what we agreed.
You should always have this. I'm like very close to dead on board. We've got 6 in the truffle, 8 counting the leader. Yeah.
I demand satisfaction now.
it's still mostly just like Blurry and Inspired Zeal. And then like Assimilate's good. The Soldier's deck worked well for me too, but I don't know if that continues to work at like higher levels of play. Skoya still very much feels like the fourth faction. Yeah, Gift is probably better for ST. P-Strike's probably better for ST too. Yeah, Deathwish felt alright. I'm not sure how much of that was people just not knowing how to play against the deck versus how much the deck was actually good. I was also too scared to play Succubuses on ladder because of all the squirrels and lemons running around, but I think the lists that were doing well were playing Succubus. I mean, if your opponent can't answer Succubus, that card is kinda crazy.
Feign not ignorant. Remember to whom you speak.
What the buff's going on the Torque?
Who watches the watcher?
Yaga's pretty horrendous.
Mine is the time of the sword and axe.
I guess I throw a leader charge down. I would like to win the round. Not having either Skaggs or Aglais in hand is pretty sad. No, they're not native to Twitch. They're all BTTV or FFZ emotes. I played one game with Mentor Skellige before giving up on it.
The senses can be fooled. Dance, my lovely son. Dance!
Okay.
Too fast for you, Juan.
Playing only square till monsters. Should you learn SK or Nilfgaard? I mean, it's just whichever you want to play. I don't know. Both SK and Nilfgaard are both good. Skellige is probably slightly better right now, but I think they're both like solidly at the top. Yeah, Komodo Hype's been the PogChamp for a while. I really should know what the Philevangel pool is. Is there anything at 7? I'm just gonna go lower. Salve. Okay, so there's nothing at 7. Good to know.
You are no lumen.
Salve is good now. Is it? I don't think it is. They didn't actually adjust the numbers on the card, right? It's just provisions. So it doesn't really affect whether you wanted Phila or not. No business being a 9. Yeah, needing to cast 3 spells every time it comes back is kind of absurd. It, like, maybe made sense in a world where you were already incentivized to play decks that played a ton of orbs for Gourd, but there were better things to do in that deck for the provisions, and now that's just not what you want to be doing, because your Gourd only scales to 15.
Special price, just for you, love.
Hey, Caramelized Death. Glad you enjoy the content. Hey, Aglais! What a card. The classic. I just kick it, right? Stupid Dryad. I guess not kicking it lets me valve for council for guaranteed Dunka. That's pretty good. I'll just kick a minor.
Wind whistles, willows whip.
The only good human is a dead human.
Did I lose on even? Yep. Opponent committed there, Enslave into round 1. Just using the leader before I forget. If he Shylards me, then I'll feel silly, but I'll play Shylard.
Behold Nilfgaard's iron might! We'll pay men back for their persecution! Wanna whip for my axe?
Highly curious case.
Show me the coin or sod off.
I'm gonna let him get a hand buff. I'll do this first so that I can get value out of my rebuke. Buff Aglais. I mean, you're probably seeing the Dunka.
Let us finish this. And now,
Fuck!
onto the final act. Cursed idiots! I ought to ram you! Oh, bless this gold. I shall flog them
I played for a lot of points. Why are we clicking? Okay. There is no low rolling. There is no universe where that low rolls. Look, he's just minimizing the number of games of Gwent that I have to play tonight. By taking up more of my time, I don't have to play as much Gwent. I get to sit back and talk to chat while he spends his time. I should really be thanking him. Oh, we're on red coin. Remove opponents as lemons so they don't waste time on irrelevant clicks. Depends on the day. There are some days the community is insufferable. It really depends. Probably the worst thing to buff. Thanks, dude. You have a very limited Gwent experience. Or a very limited Twitch experience. It can be fine, but it depends. The Sheldon in hand, I cheat. You did draw Sheldon Aglais.
Special prize, just for you, love. Her grace will not be pleased.
It really depends. Sometimes mentalities just get really prevalent in a community, and it affects the entire community, regardless of like which individual streamer is being watched.
Got business for me?
Not even the carryover. Try to protect it. Like, this is 6 on an empty board, still gets assassinations. This works.
Special prize, just for you, love.
Oh, did they cut assassination to still play Q? I was unaware. I have 3 elves. Just get this to 8 and council twice, and we'll find both of them, I believe. I want to buff this. Draw a word answer. I don't want to draw a harvest. Yeah, Gwent Open Chat is a bit of a cesspool. There always has been, though. That's disgusting. Can buff Skaggs twice. I kind of want to get units out of my hand before, though. I could just take the Rebuke. I'm just going to take the Rebuke. You guys can see the chat. What? I wasn't watching the chat during the open, but I've seen enough chats during opens to know that it's a cesspool. It was my first, like, open cast. I've done, like, community tournaments and qualifiers before. GTS. Yeah, I mean, that's a community tournament. So, I'm gonna click this before I forget. Any turns coming? There's World Masters in early December, I think. Early December, end of November, I'm not actually sure which. No idea how many T's. Oh, same, I just hold the button down and then stop when it feels right. Mike's always been great. Yeah, Devo blocks Heatwave, blocks Spores, blocks pretty much every tile removal that you could play in Scoia'tael. Okay, so I still get to click this. So I have no way to get this to 8, right? There's no way to boost this by 2 to get Circle. So I might as well just play this and see what I get for the Sorceress. I guess I could just waylay this. Yeah, let's try to waylay this. This is equal. Oh, I should get the word answer out of my hand first. Usually that's similar. I think this was the least diverse open ever. Oh fuck! I played around Treason the first time too. Like I specifically picked up the bowman to play around Treason. I just figured it wasn't actually a thing. Oh. New auto battler? It's a new game. It's a Runeverse Sea Brawls.
Gargling like that.
With the word brawl? It's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think the Chinese NR deck was pretty spicy, even though 3 or 4 people brought very similar lists. That wasn't really something that I had seen on ladder before. Magpie? I think you're talking about Magpie. Yeah. And we beat last card Invo.
Lie still. You've not yet recovered.
Yep. I think by the time the Open came around, the deck was established.
I will not let this become a second Sodom.
Oh, wait, I had both harvests. Eh, there's no some lost named anyway. What's he doing? I don't know if he's still playing Gwent. Or just be doing other stuff.
The valley of flames. There is no place more pitiful.
Did they stream a couple days ago? Take out the sorceress first. If he gets one more whisper, it's whatever. A circle. I can get a circle off of Valve.
Splendid points this year, and ever they shall be. Leave it to me.
I don't know about way more. And like way more safer in a conquest environment too. Sort of a different thing. Like there are some considerations going into a tournament too. Of like wanting to have lineups for certain, like your decks want to be balanced on coins so that you don't get stuck getting one of your decks banned and having like 3 red coin decks or 3 blue coin decks. Additionally, you don't want to get targeted. You want to be like soft targeting a matchup generally because of the way Conquest works. Meh. I was not expecting to win on even. Okay. Let's go. I guess it's still kind of in rebuke range. I don't know. Doesn't matter, right? Yeah. You can try to fight over the Forest Protector, but I don't think that'll work. No, there aren't better control tools. And threats are really strong.
You must banish her. I see no other path, sir.
Like, say you want to trade up with something like a Keltulus. How do you even do that? Winning uneven refer to winning. No, it refers to winning round 1 with the same number of cards as your opponent. You're winning on even cards.
Special price, just for you, love.
This.
Pride is all we've left.
Fuck.
We'll pay men back for their persecution.
Movement? It doesn't usually trade up. Kelly eats something and they still have the 9-point body left over. You might trade up some provisions, but on points you're going to trade down pretty severely with every movement card.
Better off giving up now. What?
Sure. I'm guessing my protector's bricked. It's not bricked. How did he not banish all my nature cards? Yeah, I'm just gonna draw the sim loss. No problem, no problem. Easy, easy. Easy, easy.
Head mill, Vanadine.
Yeah, okay.
Lost spirit devoid of name, but now our veil of pain.
You are no lunatic of mine. Dole! Blathana!
I don't think our opponent's card quality is going to contest this hand.
Only one with no sense would trust the word of a
Yeah, end of the stream for the next couple days. Gonna be a sponsored game. It is Runeverse Sea Brawls. So auto battler. I think it's a little bit more similar to Battlegrounds than Brawl is, but I only really played through the tutorial.
humans have no right to make such a claim.
And it does do some stuff interesting. Like the taunt mechanic's kind of cool. Like the built-in taunt mechanic. Yeah, it's the 3D auto battler. Pow. Nice Rico.